Well, 2 Iranian warships were delayed entry in Egypt's Suez Canal. This comes after Israel and the U.S. expressed strong concerns over the dispatch, a first for Tehran's navy. Earlier, Egyptian officials said they had checked the cargo, allowing the 2 vessels to pass. The passage was attacked by Israeli ministers who called for the world to act against Iran's, quote, recurring provocations. RT's Paula Sleer has been following developments in Tel Aviv.
The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that he views with utmost gravity the passing of these 2 Iranian warships through the Suez Canal to the Mediterranean Sea. He says that it's really an attempt by Tehran to take advantage of the current situation, to exploit it and to extend its regional influence. We also heard today from the Israeli Foreign Minister Avigdor Lieberman, and he says that this is nothing short of provocation. Israel and Iran have not had diplomatic relations for the past 30 years. And Israel is concerned that Iran is sending weapons to its neighbors that will ultimately be used against the Jewish state. Israeli-Syrian relations are strained. Israel convinced, and Israeli officials saying as much over the past few years, that Iran is supplying weapons through Syria that ultimately land up in the hands of Hezbollah in Lebanon. Now, the United States is adding fuel to the whole situation. The U.S. State Department recently set up a Twitter account, and it is using that Twitter account to post tweets in Farsi that support anti-Iranian government demonstrators out on the streets of Tehran. We haven't seen the U.S. State Department do anything like that, supporting or even expressing any kind of opinion on the same kind of demonstrations that are happening in Yemen. Since 1979, since the Iranian Revolution, there have been no Iranian warships that have actually passed through the Suez Canal. This is the first major diplomatic headache for the Egyptian interim government, for the ruling military council. As you well know, President Mubarak had a close relationship with the United States. He was an ally of the US, and at the same time, relations between him and Iran were strained for the past 30 years. It is not clear exactly why they gave permission. We haven't had any insight on that. But what we have been told, reported, is that Egyptian officials have checked the cargo. They are confident that there is nothing suspicious on board, and as a result, they have allowed the frigate and the supply ship to go through.